So hello friends, in the last video we saw about explanation, and if you haven't watched then I will strongly recommend to first check out the explanation and then move on to the code video. So yeah, so first of all, before starting, what we usually do is we check the space and time complexities of every problem. So see, as we use a matrix of size n cross 2, right, so our space would be O of n cross 2, which is indirectly O of, I should say, n, right? And as I said that for my time complexity, I am just iterating on this array once, which means I'm only iterating on this 2D array once, from left to right in this n prices. So my time complexity would be O of n. But the interview might ask you to, modify this, or you can say optimize this. So you can say, okay sir, I can still optimize this. I can make my space from O of n to O of 1. Now how I can make my space from O of n to O of 1? See, I can store my, as I said that I only need last two states, right? So I can store my last two states values of buy and sell in these four variables a b c d. Then when I am on the ith stage, which means that I want to find the value of buy and sell for the ith stage, which are represented by E and F. Then when I will find it, this E and F with the help of this ABCD, and after that I will replace my ABCD with C, D, E and F. So with only these four, or you can say six variables, I can completely find my answer, and yeah, I will be good to go, and it would be O of 1 rather than O of n. So it is a slight optimization which you can make in your code. Although I can write a program like this for you guys, but it is very easy to understand the code of O of like space of O of n, because it uses a DP, and to understand DP states is more friendly than understanding the you know understanding the variables, right? So yeah, so first of all, the first condition, if the prices of size, if it is 0 or 1, then I know that I can't do anything that I can obtain a profit, so I will just return 0, that my profit will be 0. Then I will make my dp of matrix, or you can say vector of dp. So it would be a 2D array whose n cross m would be n, and the size of m, it would be nothing but I can say 2, and I will initialize by 0, although initialization is not required, but still I have a habit of doing it. So now the first thing strikes my mind is that, okay, uh, what if my prices dot size, if anyhow it is 2, and my prices of 0, if it is more than the prices of 1, which means that if I have a buy on the first day, and if I'm going to sell on the second day, so my net amount of profit is negative. So see, I will not do anything, I will not make any transaction, I will just return 0, because it is not feasible, or you can say it is not good for me to have like this, right? Now another thing which strike your mind is that, okay, what if prices dot size, if it is 2, and the prices of, you can say, 0, if it is less than or equal to prices of I, and as I know that my size of I should, rather than I should say prices of 1. So I know that my array size is only 2. So what I will do, I will just return the prices of 1 minus prices of 0, because I will have a buy on the first day and sell on the second day. Now comes the main part, or you can say the tricky part. So first of all, as I showed in the explanation, I will find the value of dp of 0. I will find the value of dp of 0 1, right? Okay, then I will find the value of dp of 1 0, and dp of 1 1. So what will be the dp of 0 0? So as I said, as you can see in the code also, so what is the dp of 0? It is minus of prices of 0, right? So let us write minus of prices of 0. So I don't know if it works like this or not, but I will write like this. Yeah, and I can't do any sell here because see, here I am writing because I will do a buy here, but I am not able to sell in the first day because I have nothing in my hand. So my amount of sell would be 0. Okay, very fine. Now what about the second day? As I said that first of all it would be minus 1 into the minimum amount which I need to spend either on the first day or on the second day. It would be minimum of prices of this and prices of 0, right? Which means the price of the first day and of the previous day. I want to have the minimum one, and out of all, like out of these two minimum ones, I will basically find my, you know, this thing. Okay, up till now I have obtained the minimum prices out of first and second, and I have multiplied by minus 1. So yeah, now for if I want to sell, so either I will not sell, which means that either I will basically not sell, I will leave it, or if I sell it, so I will obtain the money prices of 1, but I should have spent prices of 0 amount in the last day. So yeah, it would be the dp states for which we need to pre-compute. Now I will simply run my loop from 2 to prices dot size less than prices dot size, and I will just run the whole loop. Now to find the value of dp of I0, what I will do is that I will take the maximum of last profit which I can obtain by having a transaction called buy, which is I minus 1 comma 0. And the next major thing is, if I am actually doing a buy here, so I need to sell it in the dp of I minus 2th state. So dp of I minus 2th, and what I need to do, I need to sell. So I will write 1. Now I am spending, like it is the money I obtained, which is the money by selling. Now I need to spend the amount of money called prices of I here. Right, cool. So I spent it this amount of money which is called prices of I by selling it. Now the another big state which is dp of I comma 1, it would be maximum of same. If I am not doing any transaction here, dp of I minus 1 comma 1, right? And if I opt to sell, actually sell here, so I have to do a buy in the last state, so it would be I minus 1 comma 0 plus. Okay, so I added the uh, amount of price here because I'm actually obtaining this money in my hand, and here I write minus sign because the money is going out of my hand. At last my answer will be stored in what? My answer will be stored in my dp of sell, which means the last state, which means the uh, isis dot size minus 1, and in which state particular I should be precise, in the cell state, because actually last cell will store what is the maximum amount I can obtain so far by doing a cell. So although I haven't run earlier, so I'm not pretty sure that it might have some errors, but I'm pretty sure that it should run fine. Okay, compilation error, n is not defined. Okay, so I don't have n, so rather than n I will write prices dot size, and yeah. Okay, so let us check. Okay, so I missed a semicolon at this step. So although if you guys are in interview, so it is better that you check your these things before showing your code to the interviewer. Like you should first of all dry run it, and yalla, and it is accepted. So I hope that the explanation plus code, although I split it in two parts to make it like more simpler, because the video would have been a bit lengthy. If it had been in one video, it would have crossed 25 minutes. But yeah, the both thing was necessary because the solution is actually needs some insight on how the DP states work and how we actually approach the DP states and how to actually use previous DP states to find the answer for the DP state which we are standing now. So yeah, it's all for this video, and thank you very much for watching this video, and don't forget to please like, because see, uh, it takes nearly around, like, for me it takes nearly around 2 hours to make this video. So to bring out a schedule out of like my ongoing schedule, and to make this video, it takes effort, and it feels happy that okay, the people are liking it, so it feels motivated to make more such videos and be more regular, right? Because it feels like sometimes, okay, what will happen that if I will not make video. But if you guys support and like the video, so it makes it more, you know, helpful for me to be motivated and post videos regularly. So yeah, that's all, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.